Hey guys, welcome to Big Brother News and Updates.
And in the third episode of Big Brother, we saw the first battle of the block and the first nominations of the season. A very crazy episode, but before we get to all of that, we'll go back to the earlier parts of the episode where we saw Shelly and Clay start to have a relationship. How do you think this will affect Clay's game and Shelly's game? And will they be able to work together? Is this turning into a showmance? Like all the aspects. Also, Clay's 23 and Shelly's 33. I threw a lot of questions there.
It could go one of two ways. It can either be beneficial to both of them, where they pair up and they are able to, help each other out all season, or it could turn them into big targets where, they're working together. Yeah, exactly. We need to get them out.
A Brendan and Rachel type situation.
Yeah. Or it could be more like Jeff and Jordan, where, they're so sweet, we'll keep them in the game.
Yeah, they do look sweet now, especially Clay. Everyone likes Clay. I don't see anyone who hates Shelly, but Shelly did have that alliance with Devon and Audrey. So it'll be interesting to see how she balances those out for say. But for right now, it's good. They're not in a showmance yet, but I could definitely see them getting into one. And Shelly, she knows she's 10 years older than him, but she's not acting like it's a huge deal. And she doesn't look 10 years older at least, but
we'll have to see how that plays out.
Yep.
Alright, so something else that happened on last night's episode was Phil from The Amazing Race came back to continue his BB twist, and it was the BB Fast Forward. If you're familiar with Amazing Race, then you know that if you win a certain leg of the race, sometimes you get a fast forward section where you don't have to complete a certain task. Now, since Vanessa and Devon did not compete in their HOH competitions, they were awarded the BB Fast Forward, so they do not have to be nominated this week. They are completely safe. And another part of the twist, they got to pick someone to go with them. So 4 people were totally safe this week.
The people they took with them was Devon took Liz and Vanessa took Austin. Devon was aligned with Audrey and Shelly in that 3-person alliance that they started on. I think it was day 1, but very early in the game. And I thought she'd take Shelly or Audrey, either one. But she wanted to protect that alliance, which I don't know if it makes it look like whoever you pick you're aligned with. She took Liz, which I think she's kind of aligned with. Devon kind of aligned with most of the girls in the house, it seems like. But Liz did offer her freedom if she does win HOH, so I can see where Devon's coming from there. Vanessa, on the other hand, says she took Austin because he's a physical threat. Vanessa's more mental and she's not going to win the 4-hour endurance competitions. More like she might win the puzzles, but not the endurance competitions.
And I think it's smart that she took someone that's so opposite of her, because since he's guaranteed safety this week, he might be like, you did this for me, I'll do this for you. So that could benefit her in the long run. You never know.
I definitely see where you're coming from there, and that's a great strategy if he follows through. The thing is, I have no faith in him that he will follow through, and if he doesn't, this was a complete waste of a pick. She didn't make an ally and possibly put a target on her back. So it all comes down to if Austin is loyal or if he's not loyal.
Yeah.
So that's basically what it comes down to. If you've been watching our last reviews and our spoilers, I have mentioned a featured tweet. Let's get to that right now. So I'll put the featured tweet up on the screen right now. As you guys saw, the tweet said, "Does Shelly look like Danielle, who is Evil Dick's daughter?" And what are your thoughts on this? Do you think Shelly looks at all like Danielle, who played in, most recently, Big Brother 14?
I see a little bit of a similarity. We did just look at Shelly's picture and Danielle's picture right before this, just to double check. They do have some similarities. I think, one obvious thing is that Danielle did have blonde hair. She dyed her hair at one point, but the blonde hair stood out to me. And a couple other features on their face that they do look similar, but they're not exactly twins either.
Another point, the twin twist. That's another topic. We thought they were going to reveal it, but they didn't.
We were told that they were revealing it on last night's episode, but they didn't.
No, but back to the whole Shelly thing. If you just look at her picture, like where she's smiling, like her picture at the intro or whatever, she doesn't look that much like Danielle. But if you look on her quote-unquote resting face when she's just like sitting there like this, I saw quite a similarity with her and Danielle. I don't know if this has anything to do with the twin twist, but I definitely saw a similarity. And thank you, Heather, to sending that tweet to us. Our Twitter account is @allbb17news. I'll put that link in the description. And if you want your tweet to be featured, you gotta tweet us it'll be better during the show, but even not during the show, we're still on periodically from time to time. So it's probably better to tweet us questions instead of just if we ask a question like, and you agree with us, we're not necessarily going to put that on because there's nothing we can really talk about.
We like unique tweets that stand out to us. That will get you featured.
Because, like, I never really thought about Shelly looking like Danielle, but now that someone said it, I can see the connection.
Yeah.
So that's something, like, ask us a cool question, and that's the best way, your best bet at getting on. Thanks again, Heather. That's it for our feature tweet for this episode.
And one more thing we want to talk about in this episode is Jace. Now, we saw last night that a lot of people were not too wild about Jace being in this house, but surprisingly he wasn't nominated.
Bro code, dude.
But then we found out that it looks like there's a plan in store to backdoor him. So, do you think it's actually going to happen?
I think there's a very good chance. Like, you got two chances if you're on the block: battle the block and veto. Him being a very strong competitor. The strongest competitor besides him, in my opinion, is Austin. Just looking at him and stereotyping who it would be, and they're aligned.
Austin, yeah, they formed an alliance last night. Shelltown, which of course, if you were on Twitter during the show, then you saw a lot of people were commenting that it was similar to Chilltown with Mike Boogie and Dr. Will.
Don't think this alliance is quite as strong.
No, I doubt it.
Anyway, I think Jace, there's definitely potential there to be backdoored. And, like, he's an easy target. He runs his mouth a lot. He can be considered annoying, so he's an easy target. What are your thoughts on Jace possibly being backdoored?
I think it's going to happen as long as, someone pulls off one of the nominees. I think that would be very likely to happen. If, HOH or either nominee wins, then that can happen, and then whoever else is playing in the veto, it will just kind of depend on who wins. But I think there's a pretty good chance that Jace will not only be put up but evicted.
Yeah, and if let's say he is put up, and it'll be either Steve or Jackie. If he's next to Steve, 100% chance he's going home. If he's next to Jackie, 95% chance he's going home. I think, like, unless something big happens, like, I think Steve's smart. He won't run his mouth or say something stupid. But I could see Jackie just getting a little mad at something and running her mouth. But
plus, she already has a little bit of a target on her back, just coming in as an Amazing Race player.
But if Jace is on the block against either Steve or Jackie, you can almost count him out.
Yeah.
Sorry, you Jace fans out there who wanted a Hayden type player, Hayden from season 16, not season 12, back in the house. But looks like if he is backdoored, then he will be out of this house.
Yep. Well,
that's going to be it for this video, guys.
Yeah, so don't forget to follow us on Twitter, as Harper mentioned, at allbb17 news, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and feel free to post something in the comments or tweet at us. We love hearing from you guys, and don't forget to send us something so you might be a featured tweet on our next video.
Thanks for watching, guys.
All right, bye.